this was 5 years ago. I didn't know it was 5 years ago. I concluded my Christmas message with this little poem that I had written. It was sort of modeled after Dr. Seuss and the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And so I read this little poem. I wrote this little poem, just try to be, amusing and have a little fun. And afterwards, after that service, a number of people came up to me and they were like emotional. And they said that was the most beautiful, wonderful, touching poem I have ever heard. No one really said that. Nadia said it, but I wrote it down and I made her say it. But it did get said. And, that was such a nice ending, and it just felt so good that I thought, I'm going to write another poem. I'm going to write another one of my little poems. And this one is modeled after another old classic. You know the old classic, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Yeah. You know that one, right? Yeah. And so it talks about the night. I know it's daytime, but we're going to say 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So here's my little poem. Written for you guys, because I love you. God with us, I love you. Now I hope I can read it. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the service, the people were joyful, but the pastor was nervous. Songs of great worship were sung, they were grooving, and the pastor's fine message was stirring and moving. He often wore vests to help hide his belly, but it still shook when he preached like a bowl full of jelly. I didn't even write that line. I don't know how somebody wrote that. Nadia? Did Nadia write that? She says she loves me. As the service concluded, but before the goodbye, he could see everyone had a tear in their eye. I see you. You're deeply moved, I can tell. But the man of the cloth hoped the people could reason that the main point was Jesus, the real hope of the season. Then he noticed the folks were alert. They weren't bored. Their praise and their thanks were to Jesus, the Lord. Amen. So the folks who were gathered saw him smile with delight as he waved and he said, "And to all, a good night."